Hi everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. And we're right into the season of the holiday season, and it being the second day of December, we're full-fledged into the Christmas and Hanukkah season as well. And we want to make sure our senior loved ones are embraced during this time. So our topic today is 10 ways to help seniors have a happy holiday and senior care tips to ensure a happy holiday. To review, the holiday season is a time of joy, but for many older adults, it also can bring feelings of confusion, stress, or even sadness. As caregivers or family members, we can provide support to help seniors enjoy the holiday and feel included. Here are 10 thoughtful ways to make the season brighter for older adults in your life. 1. Explore old memories. Older adults love to share their happy, humorous, and lighthearted memories. Encouraging them to reminisce can also help them connect with younger family members who often enjoy hearing what life was like in the past. It's a simple yet meaningful way to bridge generations. And it's a great conversation starter with our youngsters, with their older members, their grandparents or great grandparents, is to have that conversation with them. So you're creating honestly new memories. And I suggest when you ask these questions and they respond, is to either videotape it or record it. And it's something that you're going to have for a long-lasting time thereafter. 2. Plan for quiet time. The hustle and the bustle of the holiday season can be overwhelming. Be mindful that seniors need a break from the type of noise. Create a quiet space where they can relax, maybe with a family member, for one-on-one conversation to help them recharge. I agree. Sometimes it's overwhelming. It's so much sensory overload. Also, there's music, there's lots of talking going on. So creating a quiet space for them while you're partaking in the holiday gathering is really essential. And it's also a time that they could also be restful, but also they could have one-on-one conversations too. 3. Declutter. Ensure the environment is safe by removing unnecessary clutter. Clutter can be hazardous for seniors, including the risk of tripping and falling. A clean, clear space promotes both physical safety and mental calmness. Couldn't agree with that more. We tend to, as we get older, is to keep a lot of keepsakes or stuff. They don't really have any material value. It's more sentimental value. But it being around cluttered in the house also could be, yes, a trip hazard, like rugs, protruding furniture that you have to navigate around. And some people, older adults, don't feel like they need to use their walkers around the house because they're familiar with the landscape of the home. But if there's clutter, it's very hard to maneuver without hand touch for balance, but not being able to use the walker really as purposeful. 4. Be thoughtful of memory loss. Many older adults experience memory loss when sharing stories or rehashing past events. Be mindful of this. If a senior doesn't remember a specific memory, avoid singling them out. Instead, create a comfortable, understanding atmosphere for everyone. Don't say, don't you remember that? Don't you remember that? Don't do that. Say, oh, you know what, Mom? I remember specifically that you did this. You baked these particular cookies. And I remember so much how much we both enjoyed doing that. And those cookies, maybe we can make them again this year together. You're involving them to relive the story through you, but you're also living the actual event through you as well too. So don't say, don't you remember him, or don't you remember her, or don't you remember that happening? just say, I remember, and being with that pitch of, tone of voice makes it all the more that they want to be engaged into that conversation. 5, spend quality time. Take time to enjoy simple pleasures together, whether it's a winter Christmas light watch or a stroll down memory lane. These activities foster connection and show seniors they are valued. Spending time with them is the best gift of all. Not only at home, spending time with them, quiet time, but you know what? Get in the car. Make cocoa for everybody in the car, along with your kids, grandkids, and go Christmas light viewing. And what a great, engagement of conversation, but also something to delight to share in the occasion. It's safe, you're all together, and it's really a fun time. Some of my greatest memories is doing that with our children. So imagine that feeling of your mother or your grandmother reliving that now with the next generation as well. 6, include everyone. Seniors like to feel useful even when physical limitations. Assign small tasks like helping set the table, peeling vegetables, or greasing a pan. These gestures give them a sense of purpose and involvement. I can't agree more, especially with baking. Have them sit at the table and decorate the cookies. Or, getting ready for the actual holiday meal, like peeling vegetables is great. Can you help gather the salad making and having them make the salad making? If dexterity is a problem, then doing snapping peas at the end of each, pea and snapping them is great as well too. Them feeling like they're contributing and being involved in the process of the holiday season is something that they're going to live on forever remembering. They feel like they're purposeful. 7, extend invitations. If you know a senior who may be alone, invite them into your holiday celebrations. Include them in meals, events, shows that it shows that it's important and helps combat feelings of isolation. We live in neighborhoods, right? To be neighborly this time of the year is even more effective and purposeful. Having your next door neighbor and you know that their family is not near them or they're going to be alone, there is nothing more depressing than being alone for the holiday. Invite them over. Even if it's not for the whole meal or coffee and tea, whatever that you're doing, is going to be something that is going to be so delighted that you're sharing that with them as well too. They are going to be lending a lot of their stories as well too. And they should have an ear, but also to be embraced during this holiday season when their families may not be able to participate with them. 8, watch for depression. Holidays can be a difficult time for many older adults, and depression is very common. If you notice signs of sadness or withdrawal, reach out. Offer your time and support and be present in their lives during this season of giving. Yes, because now is a time of reflection. During the holiday seasons, they're thinking of their yesteryears, when maybe a senior loved one, their spouse was still with us. But more importantly, they remember their past and how it has changed dramatically for them. So, they become very depressed and missing folks, but missing the old memories as well too. So be conscious of that. Be light-spirited with that individual and embrace it, for what it is, but also embellish upon it, meaning be bright, be joyful during this time of year, and it catches. 9, be the light. Many seniors suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which is called SAD, which is exacerbated by a lack of sunlight. Encourage outdoor activities or simply enjoy the daylight hours together. Natural sunlight can help uplift the spirits. Vitamin D is from the sun, and that's something that is absorbed through our bodies. But yes, darkness really becomes cave-like for them as well too, in their home with all the blinds shut or net, going outside. So encourage that, even if it's here in Florida where it's still warm, is sitting on a lanai, and still maybe a little chilly, but being outside or taking a little stroll, but sitting on the porch, but opening the windows and the blinds is really essential. Sunlight actually brings brightness into the home as well too. 10, monitor medication and alcohol. During the holiday chaos, seniors may forget to take their medications and drink more than usual. Stay vigilant and assist with medication regimen. Also keep an eye on alcohol consumption, which be a concern during festive events. Agreeable. Sometimes it interacts with the medication that they are taking, but make sure that they are taking their medications as prescribed and ordered by their physician. Sometimes forgetting to take medications, especially antipsychotics or any depressive meds, is the fact that you're off it a couple of days and it takes a long time to rebound itself. So really important that it stays consistent, but also be conscious of the alcohol consumption, so this way it doesn't interact with their medication regimen. But more importantly is that it not overlaps, meaning it takes control of their behavior rather than the medication being involved. So not to say not to have any beverages, but be conscious of their limitations. So a little bit of our closing thoughts is, remember the holiday is a time of giving, thoughtfulness, and connection. By incorporating these tips, you can make the season brighter for the seniors in your life and ensure they enjoy a happy, fulfilling holiday season. I can't agree more. I was just approached by one of my dear friends who's a teacher at a school, and she heads Beta. And she asked, is there any senior facilities that our students can actually make holiday cards with them or adorn their tables with little candy bags? And I reached out to some special colleagues in the area, and this is joy. People want to do this during this holiday season. So make it a happy season for everybody involved. And thank you, Laura. I'm going to get back to you today with the results of my reach out. But think of little ingenious things to do during this holiday season, not only for your senior loved one, but a neighbor next door as well, too, that might be alone. No further ado, I ask you to go to my website, which is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will actually see my demographic information, how to get in touch with me, my bio, mission, testimonials, also the various options and resources, but also a whole library of these video talks and links to social media. So please do observe that. There's topics on all different categories, not only during the holiday season, but also for other things that you might need to for your senior loved one and to assess them. Next week, December 9th, how to support the older family members during the holidays, what to do and what to avoid. Again, have a blessed week. I look forward to seeing you next week, and thank you for letting us in your holiday home as well. Have a blessed one, and I look forward to seeing you next week with Tuesday Talks with Linda McKenna of Golden Rule Senior Placement Services. Bye-bye now.